Okay, this is Weather Outlook, and this is your update for Wednesday, June 25th. We finally have some relief from the heat coming, and also taking a detailed look at the 4th of July weekend, and 4th of July is looking actually fairly decent. Okay, now this is your temperatures this afternoon around 2 o'clock. You can see southeastern PA, south central, western PA in the 90s, the Poconos, and higher elevations are in the 80s. But there are thunderstorms that are getting together, and if you get underneath one of them, it'll start to cool things off. Now we're going to move this ahead to what we've got right now. This is around, this is around 5 o'clock. Um, and you can see the thunderstorm line is set up. There's some by Allentown, some of the Poconos, some just west of Wilkes-Barre, on up and heading up towards to the west of Elmira. Then you have some more down south, down here by York, and then we have more out central PA. So they're popping up all over the place. And then as the evening goes on, they kind of spread out and kind of drop down and cool things off. And if I'm going to show you this where this goes, okay, now this is around, I'll take it to midnight. This is around midnight, and you can see it's pretty much over with. The heat of the day is done, but what it's done to the heat that we've got is it's cooled it off a little bit. It's in the lower 70s across most of Pennsylvania, mid 70s. Jersey, you're mid to upper 70s, and even down towards lower Delaware, you're in the 80s still, because the storms just didn't make it down here. But as we go through the day on Thursday, see when we get to the afternoon, you can see there's a kind of a line starting to form here. The temperatures are hot down by Lancaster, uh, Harrisburg, York, they're in the upper 80s. Out by Pittsburgh, they're in the 90s. But if you look up towards the Poconos, towards most of New Jersey, temperatures are upper 60s to lower 70s, mid 70s. If you look at Wilkes-Barre area, Scranton area, the temperature down there is in the 80s, and then in the mountains, it's 69. It's like a backdoor cold front moving across, and that's cooling things down. You can see it tries to work. And then again, you look out here, this is again reaction to some thunderstorms that are taking place. You have a line of thunderstorms up here by Binghamton. This is around 6 o'clock tomorrow. And you can see them working around, moving across here. They're dropping down towards Williamsport with Valley, and then they're cutting to the east after that. And then you have kind of a zone here around 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday, where there's some showers, maybe even a thunderstorm. But it's really cloudy here as you get towards the morning hours on Friday, and that'll keep your temperatures down. But you see everything starts to move off to the northeast. As you get late in the day on Friday, a line of thunderstorms is trying to get its act together once again. It's fighting the warm air and the cold air. And you can see as it moves to the east, it loses its punch because you have colder air in place on Friday. Um, Quickly, we'll look at Friday here. Um, you see the difference in the temperatures. You got the Poconos and Wayne County, Pike County. They barely get into 60. They're in upper 50s to 60. And then if you go out towards Pittsburgh, it's in the 80s. But most of Pennsylvania is in the lower 70s to 60s. And that's a huge difference. And this is around 8 o'clock in the evening, 10 o'clock in the evening on Friday. But if you move it just a little bit ahead, a little bit back. This is around 6 o'clock on Friday. You can see the difference. You can see that the warm air is to the west, and you can see that cooler air to the east. This afternoon temperatures up in Mount Pocono, 61 degrees. North Jersey, 63, 64. Even by New York, 60, 65. So big difference what's going on out there. Now let's look at, it'll cool off, and now let's look at the 4th of July. Now, daytime highs for the 4th of July are, basically mid to upper 80s. But if you get in the I-95 corridor into Jersey and Delaware, you're in the lower 90s. So it's pretty warm then. Precipitation-wise on the 4th of July, here's your radar. See, it's pretty clear. So if you got any outdoor plans, I'd go do it and make definitive plans to get it done, because that'll be your high temperatures in the afternoon. Now, Saturday the 5th is a different story. Again, the I-95 corridor is fairly warm, upper 80s, and some areas are in the 90s. But as you go north and west into Pennsylvania, you can see the temperatures are cooler, and you can see that there's some rain coming on Saturday. The Saturday may not be the day to go and plan a picnic or something. And this is Sunday the 6th, and you can see temperatures 70s. Some places get into the lower 80s, but it's pretty chilly. And again, the I-95 corridor, that area from Baltimore up to Philly up to New York, they're in the mid 80s to around 90 around New York City. But you can see most of Pennsylvania temperatures are kind of cool, and that's because we have some clouds and we have some showers moving through on the 6th. So your weekend, the best day is actually the 4th of July. All right, everybody, take care and be safe.